In this video, I'm going to be exposing the model that has made me multiple payouts, payout after payout, that has made me be able to live my life freely, and I hope you can as well too, and you definitely will if you follow this video all the way till the end. Jumping right into the video, what we're going to do is we're going to explain step by step how I go through, how I show you how I get in my trades, and all of the fun stuff. It doesn't matter what level you use, it's going to be there. If you want to mechanicalize it, go for it. But I'm going to show you how I trade it. It is universal. You can do whom or whatever you please, but I would like you to just listen and follow along on how I do it. But first of all, you need a PD array. What is a PD array? A PD array is a level support, something resistance that's going to bounce the market in your favor, right? It's cutting it plain and simple. It's something we expect price action to key off of, which means to either reverse, go down, take lows, take highs, whatever the case may be. We need it. So what am I using here? Order block. This is an hourly order block, pairing it with two other different levels. I'm using this long wick. I'm treating it like a rejection block. I teach those on my video, on my YouTube channel for you guys. If you go to the 30-minute as well, it's a little bit different. It's a long wick. We took liquidity here on the 5-minute. Show you guys. See that? We took liquidity here on the 5-minute. Very long, very choppy price action, as well as we are in our hourly. I expect us to retrace. Do I expect us to reverse? I don't fucking know because I can't be certain where we're going to reverse. We also have this sell side and buy side there. There's a lot of stuff just aligning here. So what would you do? Well, you'd wait for one of these levels to get hit, maybe two. I have to have two. That's what I would tell you to do. So if it's a fair value gap and an order block, take the breaker. If it's just a fair value gap and we get a beautiful breaker, I would probably desize, and I would tell you to desize. But if it's 2 to 3 levels that are coinciding together that make this form and form this, beautiful. Take it, full risk all you want. So what is a breaker? I'm going to show you what it looks like here. A breaker is this pattern. It is a pattern. Oh my gosh. Let me find if there it is. A breaker is this, a bearish one. So I'm wanting shorts right now. We're in very much a premium. I want to see us go down. So a breaker is this. We make an internal low and a swing high. We come back up, take that out, and break market structure. It's very similar to the 2022 model, except trade it a little bit differently. Because in the 2022, you want fair value gaps, you want all this stuff in here. We don't need that. We need to see it break the low with speed. And guess what this is? We're going to use this as our stop loss. So in this example, so normally it looks like this. Sometimes it's elongated and it looks a little bit like this. But for the general pattern, do this. So what are we doing? We're not taking it on a market fucking order like inversions that suck because they give shit RR. We're taking it here. So where do we take our entry? We place our limit right there. Stop goes here at the swing high that failed. So it's normally a 3 candle formation. Sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 6. Sometimes moment of thumb, if it's a lot of candles in it, it's better to move your stop almost to the high. Even if it's clean, if there's like, let's say there's a green, down close, green, and then a lot of up close, probably move it to the high, maybe go on a higher time frame, like a 2 to 3 minute, and find a clean little section here. Because like, for example, I just showed you what they were. Here's a breaker right here. This is a failed one. But you see we have the high, low, higher, high. So where are you going to actually use it? Use the body ones, use this one, right? So we're going to use that. So we get filled here if you were to take this, but you have no context. So I would hope you wouldn't. And then target your lows that way. But here, we're going to put our stop just how we did there. And then we target our lows, which normally you're looking around a 3 to 4 to 2 at the lowest R. And that's a short breaker here. And then a bullish one, which I took a live trade today with a bullish one as well, is the reverse. It's when we form a swing high here, take the low, and then burst through it. And then you put your stop here, put your fill here, or your limit. You'd buy limit there, stop goes there, target the highs. I've literally traded this all week, guys. I mean, go back, look at all the live trading sessions I've done all week. That's been my main entry model the whole week. It's been my main entry model for years. Guess what? Guess what's normally in this leg? There's normally a fucking inversion that gets ran through, and then you get remanipulated. And then I make money and you don't. That's how it works. It's stupid. But I print more than you guys do. Hopefully you get mad at that. So anyways, we're going to walk you through. So our daily bias, all that fun shit. Daily chart obviously looks bearish, all right? So doing a top down from all the way up to down to finding levels to getting entry, we are bearish. I don't need to pull out the daily fair value gap. I can already know I'm in it. All right. I'm bearish. I want to see us go a little bit lower. I'd like to see us start, coming in here on that 4 hour, dropping down into this inversion. We actually have this inversion, a little breakaway gap on the hourly, I'm sure, somewhere in there. We have this inversion. We just took sell side liquidity here. So that's also something to point out. You could be grading it. And the thing is, if you grade these long wicks, we're holding C, so we're going up, right? But I don't want to short up here. You don't want to short up here either, right? That's I mean, almost said a bad word on YouTube. That is dumb. It is not very smart to do so. So what are we going to do? We're going to target a discount. Either that's here, whether that's here, whether that's this fair value gap, it doesn't fucking matter. I am more bearish than I am bullish. So even though we have a lot of things aligning for both sides, maybe it's a day you don't trade. That's it. So what are we going to do? We're going to wait for it to hit. There's one right there, but guess what? There's no context. So we don't take it. So what do? As soon as we hit our hourly order block, we should run back up a little bit more. Remember what I told you, you need 2 levels. So we're still waiting. We're still going to wait. And that's some news event. So we're waiting. All right, bang, it hits our both levels. If it hits 3, that's even better. If we form it right on that CE right there. Bam, we hit every level prior to 930. So what does 930 normally do if it's prior? Normally, I would say take it on your level, right? But the thing is, it's prior to 930. So we're going to consolidate, probably take liquidity. So that's not good. And actually, if you look a little closer, here's one right here. This one doesn't jump out at you. It's not very A+, but it is one indeed. So this would be your breaker for this example. We're going to go through just in case you're not comfortable taking a short breaker like this. I don't care how you land on being short. I don't care. This is entry. I'm giving you the sauce of entries right now. What do? We burst to those lows. 3 candles right here. Long wick. What do? We take buy side. If you're aggressive, I don't think this is a terrible entry. You'd have to put your stop there. Target the low here, 2.24R. Obviously, you get filled. Maybe you want to target, I don't know, maybe you want to target all of this. Let's see if you can get that. You get you get a little drawdown, a little bit. Do you still get filled? And you're still in your trade if you want to target your insane 7R, probably a little more. But for the people that don't want to do that, right? What's forming in here? What is forming in here? Oh, our stop's not even at the right spot. What's forming in here? We're going to move this to the side and watch that trade. If you just wanted to take the aggressive short, but if you just wanted to get out, I like to fix risk it at 3R. That's my personal opinion. So if you took it there, stop at the bodies right there. You did 3R, you would have gotten filled already. If you held on for almost 5R, you wouldn't have been filled. But granted, it's a breaker. It's a very successful entry model. But sometimes I don't like taking those. Those are you have to be very on point, right? Even though it's a very beautiful setup, and I mean, I would probably de-risk anyways, just because we have all these highs up here. I would have liked it to just wick those out. I would probably like the second breaker that forms. So what do we do here? We've already touched our levels. We already know we're bullish. We've already got a good reaction. So what are we looking at this? Same thing. 1 minute rejection block. We took liquidity. We slammed down. I don't want to see it go any higher. So I'm going to look at that as a rejection block. I teach them almost better than anyone on YouTube. They act like they don't know. So what is this forming right here? High, low, higher, high. What did I tell you? When it's not as clean, what do? Move your stop. So what do we have? We have one down close candle here. We have a green one. It's not as clean. I agree. It's very not as clean. So maybe you go to a 2 minute. 2 minutes not clean. 3 minute. 3 minutes not clean. So it's technically more of a 1 minute trade in this scenario. So what are we going to do? If you're taking this one, but you're already confirmed, you have a very high confirmation. So what are you waiting for? Break it. So what does that happen? We break it. We break market structure right there. Put your limit there, right at the wick. And in this case, use your surrounding PD arrays. Why are we not doing that? So if we have all of these PD arrays around here, maybe we should just move it there. But I'm trying to make this as mechanical as possible. But I want you guys to understand that you don't have to do all this. You could just put it at the high and just forget about it. And have a bigger R trade, targeting the lows for at least a 2R easily. And if you're wrong, you're just wrong. Or you could move it to the body here, which is fine as well. Just keep in mind that it's going to be a lot trickier when you're having these, very chop fest days. And then you can move break even. Maybe you decide to take a partial and we take all these out. Maybe you don't. I don't care. You get your take profit there. Bang. Really easy low hanging fruit. Very easy day. If you wanted to hold on for your 5R, this breaker worked here. This breaker worked here. And it's really clean. I mean, it really is. The confirmation is so clean for everything about these trades. Because we take liquidity. We have a key level that we're already keying off of up here, CE, right there. Look at that. Bang. I teach how to trade the levels that I trade anyways. So if you want to learn that, click the link in bio as well. But if you just want someone to coach you through this, I teach that as well. I mean, I don't get it. It's not hard, guys. It really isn't. So what are we doing again? So draw's been hit next day. So we're going to look for a bullish one. I'm not even bullish, and we'll find a bullish one because I don't care. So we're going to skip. We take liquidity again. We key off of that. We're going to look at our 4-hour chart. We're holding our 4-hour order block here. Maybe that means we want to go a little bit higher. I don't know yet. Looking at it, I'd say we should probably like to visit just a tad bit. But we're going to stall out here, I'm sure. So what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? 7 a.m. So we're having this low decline. So what do we just touch? We touched this 15-minute order block. Those are very prone to a retracement, at least. Oh, damn, that's definitely a news event there at 8:30. Probably should check in mind about that news event. So what are we going to do here? We're going to do the same thing. So we're going to go to the 30-minute chart, look for a level. So what do we have? Our 4-hour order block. We have this IFVG wick. Oh, no, please don't do that, IFVG play. We have this IFVG wick. I'm trying to keep this video short, but it's very difficult to do. We have this IFVG wick, and then I'm actually going to pull up this inversion here and want to see that touched as well, just for my liking. So normally when we have them overlaying like that, we'll normally run to the lower one. Yeah, that's not terrible. And then I want to see what we do here. Granted, it's going to be a lot harder because we're going to stall out. So keep that in mind as well. So 8:51, you get your breaker, take a breaker. There you go. Stop at these ones. These ones are tricky. Keep that in mind. These ones are very, very tricky. So what are we going to target? This right here. It's right at 8:30, so you got to be careful with that. So that one loses. This is the benefit of doing it with you guys. That's not a bad trade at all. So what are we going to do here? Well, we're bullish, but we haven't hit any levels. So that one's kind of not as good, not as clean, but I want to give you guys an idea there. So what are we going to wait for? This right here. Bang. I'm trying to find a bearish example, but it's kind of hard. What are we going to wait for? We get a bearish breaker right there. We close above it or close below it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to put my market there, which would be a limit. I'm going to put my stop right at that order block just in case we want to overextend because we just dumped 300 points. I'm going to target lows, and I get lows very easily. Very easy. Level here, keying off of that inversion that we once did, so it's reclaimed now. And just beautiful all around. But I'm bullish. I don't really think we should just run and dump, right? We just dumped 50,000 fucking points before. So let's try and find something else. So we touch our inversion here. We're going to wait. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're still waiting. It's almost 11 o'clock. So we're going to wait till 11 o'clock. 10:50 starts. All right. Here we go. We come up. We'll probably clear these highs out. And it'll be very tricky for us. There's a mitigation block, which is a failed breaker, which keys off of itself really fast. So here we go. Not even really using that many levels here. I'll find you guys a continuation one. That one was almost one here if we closed down and ran up again. So we take this out. What are we going to wait for? What do we have on the 5-minute, actually? Let's be more precise with this. What do we have in the 5-minute? Well, we got our close. We have a change. We have our market structure shift. We have everything. We literally have everything already. So now this is continuation trading at its finest. We have equal highs. We have actually an unfilled breaker if you didn't mark it in, which I tell you to. I will tell you as soon as we break that low, put your fucking limit right there. Because when we're right, it's fucking running. You're going to have no drawdown. This is the trade that you will have no drawdown on. But I'm going to try and find you guys a long one here. So this one's very not clean. But here is a breaker. Here is a long one. This one's very high up in premium. So whether you learn to like those, whether you don't, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I could take it for the benefactor of just, you know, it's not a bad breaker. I don't know if I'll get filled on it. You get a nice little reaction, that one. I wouldn't really classify that as probably my favorite. It is a breaker. It's a low, high, lower, low. Bang, we shoot through it. We're already bullish. Very easy if it's a continuation model, though. I will say that. So, like, if it's a continuation model, I think it's really nice because just the setups you get are super clean. You get your fill, bang, you have your winning day, just like I did today. Here's my executions. Today, proning that inversions suck. Oh, I said it again. Poor guy. Poor guy. We took an inversion today. Trash. What do we do? Took the breaker low, high, lower, low, higher, high, bang. Took the breaker right on the body since that's a long ass wick. And printed as usual. And go through all my live trading executions. I want you guys to know that this is as real as it gets with this stuff. And I want you guys to not have to feel like you have to trade inversions to win. You don't. They suck. They're actually probably the worst entry model in trading. I make fun of you guys every day. That was rude. My bad. But I don't make fun of you guys, but I just think it's basically like just using the most common thing. It's like you see this influencer post about Air Forces and now everyone wears Air Forces. Are they a good shoe? Fucking hell yeah, they are. But there's so many better shoes out there now, especially now. And it's like, here, I'm giving you black Forces that are fucking awesome, bro. Come on now. They don't get dirty. You can't see the dirt. They go with everything. They're clean. You know what I mean? Like, just cool shit like that. Is my camera on? I can't even tell. All right. Well, that's going to end this video. I went in depth as a kid. I literally testing like how I do every day. Live going through it while testing. I don't know how much more real I can get. Even with live executions on markets I don't have market replay on, but it's easier to go back and give it to you through FX replay because it's really like, I'm not going to remember what the fuck we did. You know, I don't even know what year this is. In February 2023. I mean, let's be honest. Come on, guys. Really? But I hope you guys enjoy. And stay tuned for the next video. I'll keep posting all my live updates and all that shit. But I hope you guys enjoy.